Have you ever felt that crushing weight of pressure? That feeling when the walls are closing in, deadlines are screaming, and everyone is looking at you for answers. It's a feeling we all know, whether you're a student, an employee, or running your own business. For men, this pressure leads to panic. The heart races, the mind goes blank, and a sense of dread takes over. But what if he told you there's another way to see it? What if pressure wasn't your enemy, but your greatest source of information? This is a fundamental mindset shift that separates the most successful entrepreneurs from the rest. They don't see pressure as a threat. They see it as data, pure, unfiltered, valuable data. When an unexpected problem arises, a competitor makes a bold move, or a project goes off the rails, the initial jolt is the same for everyone. But instead of spiraling into panic, these individuals pause. They ask themselves, what is this pressure telling me? Let's break this down. Imagine you're launching a new product. You've poured your heart and soul into it. Suddenly, your biggest competitor launches a similar product a week before you, and it's cheaper. The pressure is immense. The panic response is to think, it's over, we're ruined, all that work for nothing. You might rush to slash your prices, pull the launch, or start pointing fingers. This is acting from a place of fear. Now, let's look at this through the entrepreneur's lens, where pressure is information. The competitor's launch isn't a catastrophe, it's a data point. The pressure you feel is a signal. What is it signaling? First, it confirms there's a strong market demand for this type of product. That's good news. Second, their pricing strategy gives you crucial information about how the market might perceive value. Third, their marketing approach gives you a live case study of what resonates with your target audience or what doesn't. Instead of panicking, the entrepreneur starts analyzing. They calmly ask questions. How is our product truly different? What is our unique value proposition that they can't match? Is it superior quality? Better customer service, a stronger brand story? Maybe the pressure is telling you that your marketing message needs to be sharpened to highlight these differentiators more effectively. Maybe it's telling you to double down on the community you've built, who value your brand for more than just its price. The pressure isn't a stop sign, it's a set of signposts guiding you toward a smarter, more resilient strategy. The pressure is information that you need to adjust your course for a more successful rival. This concept applies everywhere. Let's say you're a team leader, and your team is suddenly overwhelmed and missing deadlines. The pressure is on you from upper management. The panic response is to blame the team, demand they work longer hours, and create a high-stress environment. This rarely solves the root problem and often makes things worse. The information-driven approach is different. The pressure is telling you something. It's telling you that your team's workload might be poorly distributed. It might be telling you that a process is inefficient and creating bottlenecks. It could be a sign that a team member needs more training or support. Or perhaps the initial project timeline was unrealistic from the start. By viewing the pressure as information, you shift from being a panicked boss to a problem-solving leader. You can sit down with your team and ask, okay, the pressure's on. Let's figure out what's causing it. Where are we getting stuck? What resources do you need? This transforms a moment of crisis into an opportunity for collaboration and process improvement. You're not just putting out a fire, you're fireproofing the entire system for the future. The pressure revealed a weakness, and now you have the information you need to turn it into a strength. So how do you cultivate this mindset? It starts with mindfulness and the ability to pause. When you feel that surge of anxiety, the first step is to simply breathe. Acknowledge the feeling without letting it consume you. Tell yourself, okay, I'm feeling pressure. This is a signal. It's not a monster, it's a messenger. This conscious pause creates a space between the trigger, the problem, and your response. In that space lies your power. The second step is to get curious. Start asking questions like a detective. What is the source of this pressure? What is the one thing this situation is trying to teach me? What's the worst case scenario? Really? And what's the best case scenario if you handle this well? This process of questioning moves you from the emotional, reactive part of your brain, the part that panics, to the logical, analytical part. You're no more longer a victim of the pressure. You're a student of it. Think of it like a pilot in a turbulent storm. A panicked pilot might yank the controls erratically, making the situation worse. An experienced pilot feels the turbulence, reads the instruments, and he understands what the plane is telling them. They know the pressure on the wings and the engine's response are all just data points. They use this information to make small, precise adjustments, navigating through the storm calmly and safely. Entrepreneurs strive to be that pilot. The storm is the market, the turbulence is the pressure, and their calm, data-driven decisions are what allow them to fly through it and land successfully. This doesn't mean you won't feel stress. It's not about becoming a robot devoid of emotion. It's about changing your relationship with that stress. It's about seeing the feeling of pressure as a catalyst for growth, not a signal of defeat. Every time you feel overwhelmed, you have a choice. You can let the wave of panic crash over you, or you can grab your surfboard and see it as an opportunity to ride the wave, using its power to propel you forward. Let's consider another common scenario. Negative customer feedback. A flood of one-star reviews can feel like a personal attack. The pressure to defend yourself or dismiss the feedback as haters is huge. That's the panic response. But what's the information? The information is that there's a disconnect between your product's promise and the customer's experience. This negative feedback is a gift. It's free, brutally honest market research that tells you exactly what you need to improve. An entrepreneur who understands this will dive into that feedback. They'll look for patterns. Is everyone complaining about the same feature? Is the shipping process the problem? Is the user interface confusing? The pressure from bad reviews becomes a roadmap for product development and the service improvement. By listening to the information within the pressure, they can fix the core issue, turn unhappy customers into loyal fans, and build a much stronger business as a result. The pressure wasn't the problem. It was the spotlight shining on the solution. This principle is a superpower. It allows you to stay objective when others are emotional. It helps you find opportunities where others only see obstacles. It transforms your entire entrepreneurial journey from a series of stressful emergencies into a continuous cycle of learning and adaptation. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of intense pressure becomes a lesson. So, the next time you feel that weight on your shoulders, I want you to try this. Take a deep breath, pause, and ask yourself that simple but powerful question. What is this pressure trying to tell me? Don't run from the information. Don't let panic dictate your actions. Analyze it, understand it, and use it to make your next move your best move. Because in business and in life, pressure isn't something to be feared. It's something to be decoded. It's the language of progress. Thank you so much for watching. If this idea resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on mindset and entrepreneurship. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me about a time you turned pressure into progress. Until next time, stay curious and keep building.